Baoni como tu ta, what is good, my people? Listen, today we are checking out Taylor Swift, the last great American dynasty, the official lyric video. Now, I want to preface this. I'm gonna be a little bit biased because one, you guys already told me this was a recommendation from you guys, the community. You guys already told me this is a storytelling song, and if you can tell a story in an auditory format, like you already got me, man. Like you literally, as long as it doesn't suck, of course. But if it's a good song and you tell a story, you literally have me, man. And if you have bars, you have me. If you have like nice harmonies and different melodies, man, like a tonally rich song, like you have me. And Taylor Swift, my people, she has all of those. So you already know. She already got me. But listen, if you want to support the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button for me, that like button for me, hit the notification bell. And if you have any reaction requests and or recommendations, this was a request/recommendation. And this was requested last week. And again, this is the next week. And I'm ready fulfilling that request, my people. Do me a favor, drop a comment below, or you can find my socials, DM me. I'm everywhere. You guys have options. And without further ado, let's get into this reaction, my people. Dale. This one's different. When was this? Okay, so 4 years ago it was released. Okay. That makes sense as to why it's so different from like the stuff I've been like listening to within the last year that was dropped.
Rebecca rode up on the afternoon.
Hold up, let me run it back. I already hear you guys saying you paused at the beginning and now I don't remember what she said. I'm running it back for those people that are saying that. So listen, backspace your comment to deletion. I ran it back, okay?
Rebecca rode up on the afternoon train. It was sunny. Her salt box house on the coast took her mind off St. Louis. Bill was the heir to the Standard Oil name and money. And the town said, how did a middle class divorce they do it?
Wait a minute.
The wedding was charming, if a little gauche. There's only so far new money goes. They picked out a home and called it Holiday House. Their parties were tasteful, if a little loud. The doctor had told him to settle down. It must have been her fault his heart gave out.
Hold up. The last great American dynasty. Oil tycoon? Wait a minute. Holiday party? Wait a minute, my people. Wait a minute. She's new money from the small question to you guys. Was this inspired by like Dynasty? Or was Dynasty inspired by Taylor Swift's song? Because the whole oil tycoon having Holiday House, it sort of reminds me of like is it a TV show or a movie? Dynasty. I think it's a TV show. But I could have sworn like the original version, because I remember watching it like after Gilligan's Island and like growing up as a kid. They would play like reruns of Dynasty, and I think it's, yeah, so I think Taylor would have been inspired by, I don't know, my people. You guys know for sure. So educate me in the comments below. But it's giving me, sort of feelings of that TV show Dynasty. But yeah, and I know they remade it too, something like that. I haven't watched that one.
Out in a middle class divorce, they do it.
But I can see everything she's singing about though.
The wedding was charming, if a little gauche. There's only so far new money goes. They picked out a home and called it Holiday House. Their parties were tasteful, if a little loud. The doctor had told him to settle down. It must have been her fault his heart gave out.
Oh no.
There goes the maddest woman this town has ever seen. She had a marvelous time ruining everything.
Ooh. Listen, this right here, I don't know, whether this was inspired by Dynasty or the other way around. At this point, it doesn't really matter. But this right here is a literal like auditory like movie. Like I can actually see this, man, like being on the big screen where like because it has happened before in other like TV shows where they're essentially blaming this woman for this man's downfall. All the partying, like she came in like he was fine. It you know what I mean? And then when she entered his life, everything changed. And they're essentially saying that she led him to his death, to his doom. Um, which I think that it takes two to party. Like someone takes two to tango. You really can't blame one person for the actions of another. Everybody has a choice at the end of the day. Yeah, you can persuade people to do something, of course, but at the end of the day, the choice is within their own hands. They can choose to move forward and choose to move backwards, left or right. Like the choice is there. So I think it's a little, because this is, although this is an auditory story, and I know this can also be a movie, and I think it has been a movie or a TV show, but this is actual like a real life occurrence where somebody blames somebody for for someone else's downfall. Like at the end of the day, like the fault lies with that person. It was their choice, unless it's something weird, of course, where like they're I don't even know, like brainwashing or like extorting or holding them hostage, then that's a different story. But if it's just like a situation where somebody comes in, has a different type of lifestyle and opinion, and that rubs off on somebody else, and they decide to indulge in said lifestyle, then again, the fault's on them. My opinion, of course, but again, there are exceptions. Now, also too, I kind of feel as though like, although this is a story, I think that for me, the way I'm interpreting this, especially from what you guys have told me, I think this could be a sort of like alternative life for Taylor Swift, where like she enters in someone else's life, and people feel as though like she has changed that person and moved them in a different direction to who they really are, because of, again, it's Taylor Swift. And this sort of reminds me of the song I reacted to last week as well. It has a similar kind of vibe where, again, like people have said that she ruins guys' life by entering their life, or whatever the case may be, or even afterwards, like after after they break up or whatever the case may be, like her writing a song ruins a guy's life. Like it's giving that kind of vibe. And I don't know if I'm an island by myself on this one. I don't think that I am, because like that's what it's giving. But again, everybody has a different interpretation. Music is subjective. Let me know down in the comments below. What are your thoughts thus far?
She had a marvelous time ruining everything. Rebecca gave up on the Rhode Island set forever. Flew in all the bitch pack friends from the city. Filled the pool with champagne and swam with the big names and blew through the money on the boys and the ballet. And losing on card game bets with Dolly. And they said, there goes the last great American dynasty. Who knows if she never showed up, what could have been? There goes the most shameless woman this town has ever seen.
Most shameless woman, wow.
She had a marvelous time ruining everything.
Also, too, I feel like that verse we just heard is a double entendre at its surface. She is just partying, blowing through her money. That I'm assuming that he left her via dying. However, the other interpretation of that could be is that she's actually grieving and she doesn't know what to do. And in her grief, she's just trying to fill that hole with like partying and doing crazy things like filling a pool with champagne. Like with Taylor Swift, you never know what the meaning is. Like, you don't know how surface level is. You don't know how deep the meaning could go. That's why for me this one's a double entendre. But again, I could be on an island by myself.
They say she was seen on occasion pacing the rocks, staring out at the midnight sea. And
Yeah, she's going through
in
something.
feud with her neighbor, she stole his dog and died at Key Lime Green. 50 years is a long time. Holiday house side, quietly on that beach, free of women with madness, the men in bad habits, and then it was bought by me.
Wait a minute, what did she say right there? Hold up.
And then it was bought by me.
And their bags on his ball.
Who knows if
This
I
is
never
actually
showed
pretty
up what
deep.
could have been. There goes the loudest woman this town has ever seen. I had a marvelous time ruining everything. I had a marvelous time ruining everything. A marvelous time ruining everything. A marvelous time.
And she's flipped it.
I had a marvelous
Taylor and Aaron Dresser. Okay. This one was quite interesting. Especially the ending, how she flipped the chorus, where like from saying that they said that she ruined everything to her saying like I had a marvelous time ruining everything. And this is a story. And at first I thought, you know, in this story, in this like auditory movie, that she was grieving, but it just turns out she was just a bad person, because like she said she had a marvelous time ruining everything. So I guess her goal was to just like come in and just like F crap up, and she and that's what she did based on this story. But man, this was a fun one, man, and I think that there needs to be a movie or a TV show called Holiday House or something like that, because it would literally do numbers, man. This could be like the intro song to the TV show. It would, oh man, it'd be crazy, my people. Again, also too, I'm not sure if this was inspired by Dynasty, because it is a little it veered off course, like pretty much after the oil tycoon situation. At least from what I remember, I could totally be misremembering, which is possible, because like that was a old show that I was watching on reruns while I was doing like homework and stuff, so I really wasn't paying attention. But anyway, my people, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm very curious to get your guys, you know, your input in regards to the story. Did you also think that she was at one point grieving, and that was like a double entendre? Only you know, to come to realize that like she was just a force of nature, and her end goal was just to cause mayhem and destruction, and she achieved that. Thank you for watching, my people, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.